Hey guys, welcome to Raja Makes Money. How are all my money makers doing today? Hopefully everyone had a great weekend, and hopefully you guys had a great start to the first day of the trading week. Unfortunately for me, I didn't. I thought I was going to have a great start. It started up for me, and everything I own actually today was up pretty much. But unfortunately, those market makers always playing games with us and just tanked the price on me. But that's okay. I'll show you what I'm doing, and we are going to fight back, and we will get revenge. Trust me on that one. But hey guys, let's take a look how we did today. So unfortunately down $165,000 today in the market. But like I said, IDX today was up 2 cents, was up much higher at one point. Clover up a big 8 cents. And actually, I thought this one was finally going to start making a comeback. It got up to about 8.50 today. It was up almost 44 cents and then came back down. Jaguar today back up a nickel. I don't know what this one's going to do. We'll have to, in the next week, I don't know, in the next few weeks here, we're going to figure out something with this one. But like I said, it's $100,000. It's not, incredibly large position, so it's not really affecting a lot of stuff, but just, hate just looking at it do nothing and stuff. But Lucid, that was our big one, obviously. So today, this one was actually up to 24.25 or 24.24. Was started off really strong and then came all the way down at one point and come back up. It was all over the map, and then finally at the end of the day was down and bounced back. So I mean, at least it's up. I mean, I much rather it go up 5 cents. It was up 30 cents the other day than coming down because it hold on. Excuse me. Obviously, at least it's going up, but just crazy how these market makers will just play with the amounts. At one point, usually when something like this is this far out by like 46 days, and maybe it goes down 10 cents, you'd have $80,000 sell off. But what I did is I'm starting to roll out all the way now to October 15th, so like 75 days, 74 days out there, because I like the price of these. I mean, with the stock almost only $1.30 away from the strike, and these being so cheap, and I think you'll get some positive news from Lucid once they announce, the cars are coming out, they're in production, or the first sales, which I think will spike it up again. It could drop a little bit too, but we can hedge this thing. And I started doing the hedges. As you can see today, the hedges made about $40,000. I didn't have a lot of hedging going into today, so I still have 4,000 more shares or options to hedge. Probably do the either 24.50. I was hoping earlier in the day they were much higher, so I did sell some there. So we got about 200,000 in hedges right now, which are below the market, so those would all expire worthless, but hopefully they don't just keep tanking, the options every day 10 cents. I could also look at the 2350s and pick up like 80, 90 cents if I think it's going to come down more. So there's definitely a lot of different options there of different stuff to do for the hedge. But probably, the thing is, when I have these out so far, even if the stock runs, so let's say we sell 4,000 more of these 24s at 55, 56 cents, 60 cents, I pick up a couple $100,000. The stock goes up 80 cents a dollar. These should go up with the stock, and these, I basically can go to $24.60. If the stock goes to $24.60, almost 80, 90 cents up, this is going to come back, probably 40 or 50 cents on 8,000, contracts. That'll be about 300 grand. I won't pick up much on the hedge, but this will, I just roll it out, and then the hedge is going to be, another 50, 60 cents next week. There'll be a lot more money there. I could roll up the hedge or, roll the 24s again. I have a lot of time, which is really good. That's why I like these, because I feel for so far out, it's giving me such a nice premium. And I'm also not really, I can do what I want. I'm not tied on my hedge into this, but I do want to go longer, for a 70, 80 cents difference by going out. If I can pick up 40, 50 cents a week, I'll, like I said, I'll double that hedge money. So that's what I'm doing there. Hope it makes sense. If you have questions, please ask, or in the comments, leave your stuff and we can try and answer them. Dow futures are pointing up. Everything was looking really good today on the open, and then the markets crashed. Everything just crashed right down. But surprisingly, Tesla today doing really well, which is surprising because they came out, earnings, are in line, nothing incredible, but Tesla today, at one point it was up 40 points, but still a huge day, 22-point move for Tesla. Also, Amazon, I think came in flat today, or actually it came back a little bit, so well, pretty much flat, 0.12%. So it sounds like a lot, $3.89, but when your stock's 3,300. But this one also today was down, so this one recovering from that 7.5% drop on Friday when they missed earning expectations. Bitcoin was as high as 41, almost 42,000 over the weekend, and came back down and sold off and stuff. So definitely moves quickly. We can move very quickly when you're not paying attention to them. And also, but I don't know, it'll be interesting. It's near the low, that was 38. So but it'll be interesting if Bitcoin can stay stable or, starts selling off and stuff. So we'll have to definitely check that out. But everything, like I said, overall looking good and coming along. Obviously down today, so that's not looking good. But not worried about it. Not gonna not gonna drive myself crazy over it. So, but that's what we got going on, and that's where we are. So, what do you guys got today? Any questions? John says you've had IDX for a while now. Any catalysts in next few months? We're hoping for some news on it. It's just one that it's been there and it just needs to do something. Hopefully it will do something soon. As of right now, it hasn't done a lot for us, but hopefully it will still do it. Satoshi says, do you still have your crypto? So I did sell all the Bitcoin off in the one account, but this is where we're at today. So 74,000. I think Friday we were at 73. So it's continuing to come back some. If Bitcoin does dip, I'll buy back in and buy some more Bitcoin. And also big shout out to all my Patreon members watching live. You guys get all my trades in real time today. And I had quite a few trades today. Show you guys. So all the stuff I try to do today. Some stuff we were successful in doing and other stuff not successful. But I wish I would have been able to sell more contracts of the 24s at 90 cents. Those would have made a lot of nice profit. You just never know. And I didn't want to, that was kind of the reason I didn't want to sell a lot of stuff on Friday, because I knew it was going to be up today. It was up and then came down fast. So hopefully we'll get a little pop. I still have 4,000 more contracts to sell somewhere. And I'm sitting on a pile of cash, which is nice, so I can, lower and do different stuff. Big shout out Bonsai Yarn Review in the house, one of our YouTube sponsors also. And of course, a mod. Thank you. Welcome, Bonsai. But so it's, like I said, it's tough. Some of the stuff is 70. I mean, these bids move quickly, and you're just playing, market manipulation, also trying to roll out those calls. This definitely puts some pressure on the market makers, and they know what they're doing. They're trying to scare me, but something that's so far out, and they're not going to scare me. And if they let the stock run up 2 points, but that's the whole thing. If the stock runs a lot quickly again, I could lose out on a lot of upside. So that's the only downfall with a hedge. But like I said, you just keep rolling the hedges out. I was just hoping to catch 70 cents, maybe even $1 on some of these hedges, not 50 cents. But it definitely has that potential. But that's everything I did today, so you guys can see. And this is so when you're trying to do those rollouts where they're buying stuff back and selling long-term ones, and getting at your spread of 75, 80 cents. So exciting day of activity there. John says, question here, further upside in AMD, still holding some weekly calls. Wish I had dumped all after lunch. AMD with the chips and the processors and stuff, all that stuff is looking good. I mean, you should be doing good. Had a great day today, up 2%. Obviously, it was up another, $1.75 or so at one point when it hit $110 today. But I think it's still looking really good. I mean, it hit a new 52-week high today. So, still looks good. In my opinion, it looks good. I mean, compared to everything else, and with the markets being down and stuff, and some selling off today. I guess Nasdaq was positive by 8 points, but with the Dow selling off a little bit and the S&P, I think it looks good. And I think if we see a rally tomorrow or some upside potential, it could do really well and stuff. So. But like I said, these markets are going to bounce around a lot. It's pretty interesting. So we got like airlines. They were down a little bit today. People are starting to cancel trips. I don't like Marriott. Let's see what that one did today. People are getting scared. This variant. But then they also said like 900,000 new people. Got into it and stuff. So definitely interesting. Terry says, is Lucid a buy at today's price? Can afford to hold long term. If you can afford to hold long term, Kramer summed it up the best the other day. he basically said, this is Tesla, a couple of years ago. If if at this price, 2 years from now, it could be $700 a share. It could be $5. If everything goes correctly and as planned, I think it has great upside potential. I wouldn't be holding in and buying so many calls and putting so much into it if I thought it was just going to go down and crash. So definitely think it has more upside potential than it does downside potential, but short term, anything's possible. I mean, technically, it shouldn't be affected by the market. Everything's affected by different conditions of the market, but COVID shouldn't affect them, producing cars and getting the first orders off the line. It's not like they have a really aggressive, thing. Now, as far as supply issues or stuff like that, I don't know. But you're also not talking about, they're not trying to produce 1 million cars. They're trying to produce 10,000 cars this year, or maybe 20,000. So very small amount. So it's not like they should have huge supply chain issues and stuff. So definitely be interesting. And the one and only Crazy Carl, all my stocks are up. I love it. Crazy Carl, I love it more than you love it. How do you feel about that? Hey guys, I hope you guys all had a great day in the market, and we'll be live again tomorrow, and then the rest of the week we'll just be doing posts, and then I'll be in Vegas later on, starting Thursday in the week. But thank you guys so much for joining us for Raja Makes Money. And wishing everyone the best of luck tomorrow. Hope you guys continue to just crush it in the markets. Let's make lots of money together, guys. Best of luck. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Same time, same place.